What's up, YouTube? I'm Mike, and today I'm back talking about Louis Vuitton again. I am telling you, man, Louis Vuitton has now convinced me beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are living in the fucking Matrix. This is not real. There's no way. Like, at some point, it's like when you're dreaming at night. Have you ever had a dream and things were so out of whack that you finally figured out, like, this is not real. I'm dreaming. And you start figuring out this is a dream, and then one of two things happens. You become lucid, and you can, like, take control of your dream. You can, like, fly and do all kinds of crazy shit. Or you recognize that it's a dream, and you recoil from it, and suddenly you... She's exploding in there. I think we just got exposed to COVID. Suddenly you wake up from the dream because you're recoiling from it. I made a recent video. Those of you who've been following my channel know that I've recently got sucked into luxury fashion goods, and I don't know why. It's not really relevant, but Louis Vuitton has a new designer by the name of Pharrell Williams. And I guess he's like a rapper / music artist. I had to look this guy up. I had no idea who he was when I made my previous video titled Gucci Winter Fall 2024 versus Louis Vuitton Spring Summer 2024, which admittedly was not a fair comparison because obviously the styles and the colors used in the winter collection are going to be different than the spring collection. But right out the gate with Louis Vuitton's spring collection, things were going disastrously wrong. We're seeing a lot of orange and brown and yellow and red, and it just felt like a total departure from the core Louis Vuitton fan club. Like, these are typically affluent people who carry this product. They're typically, upper middle class, conservative. The brand has never been about being loud and in your face. They've stuck to their monogram bags. They excel in canvas and leather. They always get a little bit crazy on the ready-to-wear side. Some of their pieces are always a little bit out of control, which is typical of runway fashion. Like, that's part of the whole runway fashion thing, is to be a little bit over the top. And for some reason, Travis Kelce finds a way to get a hold of every one of the most ugly pieces of Louis Vuitton gear ever made, and then he wears it to anytime he leaves the house and just looks like a total fucking clown. So I made a video talking about how excited I was for the new Gucci collection. In fact, last night I did keep good on my promise that I made after James Grimes, Louis Vuitton in Dallas North Park Mall, ghosted me for fucking 10 days, wouldn't respond to my text message so that he could sell me a backpack. Last night I went out and I bought a Gucci backpack and a Gucci fucking belt and a Gucci big ass bag, like this really cool vanity case for my wife. Spent like $8,000, I think. It was, I don't know, crazy. $6,500. I don't know what the fuck I spent. I spent a lot of money. And I would have spent all that money in Louis Vuitton store had they treated me better. I mentioned also that I had tried to go to work for Louis Vuitton and got ghosted on that front. And that's kind of the point of this video. Because I was very near, like, I would have taken the job at Louis if they had offered it to me. I was so excited about going into a different industry, and I feel like the Matrix conspired to protect me from what would have been a very, very humiliating fate. Because last night when I saw the new Louis Vuitton Fall Winter 2024 collection, my jaw was on the fucking floor. I literally kept looking on my phone to see if I was looking at, like, the Babylon Bee. Like, I was like, tell me this is satire. This has got to be some kind of a fucking April Fool's joke, some kind of sick game. This cannot really be the product that is being put on offer by a French luxury company that was founded in 1854. You've got to take a look at this. I know a lot of you in my audience do not give a shit about any of these videos about Gucci or Louis or whatever. You've got to take a look at this. Go to Louis Vuitton's website. Look on their Instagram. The fact that they are broadcasting this shit far and wide. Apparently, they have totally committed to this Pharrell idiot, and the fan base is already recoiling. So basically, to break it down for you, the new ready-to-wear collection for Louis Vuitton for the coming 2024 season is all like rugged Western gear. We're talking about fucking denim. It's like indigenous population. It's got like it looks like Indian wear, like literally clothes that Native Americans wore. They've got cowboy boots. They've got cowboy denim chaps, denim jeans, denim vests. They've got long coats that are traditionally like some of the classiest looking, like things that a man could wear, that are these just absolutely insane styles. The color combinations, their sign says something like Louis, Virginia. Like you would expect this to be on the side of the fucking highway in Wyoming. I don't know if they're leaning heavily into the fact, and I don't know how many of you know this, but Louis Vuitton is a French luxury brand that actually is making a huge amount of their leather goods products here in my home state of Texas. They have a manufacturing facility now in Alvarado, Texas, where, is that right, Alvarado? Yes. Yeah. It's supposed to be this unbelievable state-of-the-art manufacturing facility, which I think is their way of saying sweatshop, where they employ 300 artisans, is what they're called, to generally handcraft a lot of the leather bag products that are sold in the American marketplace. So this old school 1854 French luxury brand is apparently fleeing its roots, which is kind of the whole thing that makes luxury fashion interesting to begin with. The only real reason, honestly, in my opinion, to get excited about spending exorbitant amounts of money on something that can be had for a 1,000th of the price. I mean, nobody needs a Louis Vuitton bag. The backpack that I bought from Gucci last night cost $4,000. Okay, this is an objectively insane thing to do. This backpack does not do anything special. I think it looks great. I fucking love it. I bought Gucci as a brand. That's what I paid for. When I buy a Louis Vuitton product, I'm buying Louis Vuitton as a brand because they are a design house that has standed the test of time. They've survived like 2 world wars, at least one. I can't remember my dates now. They have a history of providing good products that hold their resale value, that hold their value in general. And so they have, over the years, they've cultivated a fan base of people who have an expectation of what this brand is going to bring to them. And it is in my estimation that Pharrell Williams will go down as the single most hated designer to ever grace the pages of a Louis Vuitton ad or runway or anything. These designs are some of the absolutely most heinous thing I've ever seen. If you look at social media right now, there's always the fanboys who are just gonna love whatever they do, but it seems like the overwhelming majority of people are saying Pharrell is out of his element, Louis has lost their fucking minds, this collection is total shit. It is the ugliest thing I have ever seen in my life. I cannot imagine spending the volumes of money that these products are gonna cost for something that looks like it was literally made by a pioneer on the Oregon Trail. Like, it's just, it's making me speak. I just keep going, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I have to be in a dream. Can somebody pull the plug out of my head so that I can float down the tube and get on the Nebuchadnezzar and realize that I've been in a dream? Is it really possible that one of the most respected brands on the entire planet for nearly the last 100 years have just hired a man that is going to commit brand suicide? I don't know how they can survive it. I mean, the thing that scares me even more is if I end up being wrong. If I end up being wrong about this, and suddenly affluent people all over the country want to walk around in the most garish looking clothes ever made by anyone who is not a Native American, unless people are going to be, you know, giving up their Bentleys for horses and teepees, then this entire collection makes no sense. I mean, can you imagine the upper class family who steps out of their BMW or their Mercedes Benz to go into the fucking Met Gala wearing Pocahontas gear? I mean, this is what they made. They made clothing that was fit for fucking Pocahontas, and they have trotted it out as French luxury design. It's French luxury fashion. So you've got one half of the fucking of the world that's going, this is the ugliest thing we've ever seen. Please send all of it to the incinerator right now. Fire Pharrell. Find somebody with 4 brain cells that can take Louis back to its fucking roots and produce a viable product. Then you've got the other side who actually likes the design, but is now accusing Louis Vuitton of cultural appropriation, because what the fuck does a French design house and some rap artist have to do with Native American culture? And it's like Indian headdress is what we're talking about in these clothes. You've got to go look at this and tell me in the comments what you think of Louis Vuitton's new collection. I can only estimate that I'm the luckiest man on earth, because if I had gotten hired by this company, I would be fucking humiliated to go to work right now. Like, one of the biggest reasons that I bought a Gucci belt last night is because I don't even want to wear my Louis Vuitton belt anymore. I'm probably going to sell this thing. Like, I'm humiliated by the existence of this brand. This Pharrell guy is the biggest clown I have ever seen, and he is going to fucking cost this company gigantic amounts of money. And on the off chance that he doesn't, like I started to say, if people actually like this, if we start seeing Pocahontas walking around the fucking Met Gala, then I have lapsed into a world that I will never again understand. At a bare minimum, I will never buy another Louis Vuitton product. If this is what they're committed to, and this actually succeeds, then they will have irrevocably, in my mind, broken their brand. Thankfully, I have other brands like Gucci and Dior on the men's side and Chanel on the women's side, whose new products all look phenomenal and I'm extremely excited about. So, particularly Gucci, but I think, honestly, I'm a Dior fanboy in like the biggest way. I told my wife last night I was going to make a video called saying that I'm a Dior, how was I saying? A Dior. I'm a Dior. I'm like a Dior whore. I'm about to start making, like, I'm on the verge of making, like, gay OnlyFans content just so that I can afford to adorn my body from head to toe in Christian Dior products, because they're fucking amazing. And again, I know like half my audience is just like, this guy's lost his mind. I'm unsubscribing right now. Chalk it up to the trend, guys. Maybe that's what it is. You know, people do crazy things on trend. Maybe this is just what the trend made me do. Which is a Taylor Swift song, by the way. Look what you made me do. So, Louis Vuitton, look what you made me do. I was a huge fanboy. I had your belt, your shoes, your wallet. My wife has 2 of your purses, a wallet. I mean, we had so much Louis Vuitton in this house, and I was planning on buying so much more, and then they literally, and I know I've used this expression before, they sank their own fucking battleship. It's outrageous. Please, if there happens to be somebody who's sat through this video who's not part of my audience, who happens to be in the luxury fashion world, please, in the comment section, tell me, am I just a troglodyte and I don't understand? Am I missing something? Is this a stroke of fashion genius that my infantile, steroid-laden brain is not capable of understanding? Was there signs and symptoms in the marketplace that what the luxury world was really missing out on was Old West cowboy Wrangler and indigenous people Pocahontas wear? That's what we needed in 2024, huh? I mean, fuck, maybe I should get involved, you know, because I was living in a fucking tent like 6 months ago. Maybe if this had happened 6 months ago, I would have a totally different outfit. I mean, a totally different outlook, you know, because I could have been like high fashion living on the side of a mountain in Utah. You know, I could have had the fucking Louis Vuitton cowboy hat, the Louis Vuitton denim jacket, the Louis Vuitton jeans, the chaps, the Louis Vuitton boots. I could have been the most high-rolling, you know, backwoods camper you've ever seen. Except, of course, the obvious problem is, who in their right mind would go fucking camping in $20,000 of head-to-toe Louis Vuitton gear? So that's the thing. It doesn't even make sense. Even if you are a multi-million-dollar rancher in Wyoming, why the fuck would you be ranching in cow shit in your brand new Louis Vuitton fucking cowboy Wrangler gear? Please, somebody in the comments section explain this to me. Unplug me. Get me out of the matrix. Something. I can't take any more of this. This entire world has gone insane, and I'm terrified, guys. Like, it's like, what the fuck is gonna happen next? Aliens are gonna land? What are we gonna have? I don't know. I mean, at this point, it literally could be anything. So, as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.